Alright guys, BLM here, back, another live stream. For some reason, I mean, actually, there's a lot of reason. There's a lot of fucking reason. Um, but yeah, I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to stream the fucking wall comp. But then considering how crazy the eviction is, and also I need to fucking work on the player ranking anyway. Fuck it, we're here. I literally have both of my computers here. I have the fucking feeds on my other computer. Um, but yeah, insane series of events on Big Brother. I haven't watched the episode yet. I've seen clips on Twitter and stuff, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. like, the fact that everything just switched like a few hours before. Um, I'm just gonna fucking mute the music, right? I don't need to be listening to fucking Big Brother music. Um, yeah, whatever. I shall leave it on in case, like, so then I'll know when it comes up. Yeah, wall comp. I'm very worried, wall comp wise, if I'm being honest. Because I do genuinely believe that Kamu is the front runner to win this. Which, like, to be fair, even if Kamu does win, it could be a really interesting week if he like targets the vets or something. But I am worried about Kamu win. Thog mentioned on the show was insane. Like, that is insane they did that. Yeah, D. I think for me, the front runners are D and Kamu. I think it's them, and then like a chance of like Mallory. How even like who else? Who else is like a serious like contender? I mean, depending on the type of wall, like even like a Chuck could win, but like yeah, oh yeah, Drew would be good. It depends on what type of wall we get. Like that's kind of just the overall thing. Because like if we get like a BB25 wall, then I think Kamu's just one. Like I would say like Kamu or Chuck essentially just auto wins. If we get like a like even like last season, I think it was a bit better. To where I think Mallory would have more of a shot on that. I think like an old school wall, Mallory would definitely be the front runner, or Mallory or D would be the front runner on that. Again, it depends on the type of wall we get. Obviously, I'm hoping for an older school one that isn't like so leaning and everything. But we'll see. How's the Haley HOH the best week? Was it the best week? I don't know if it was the best. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. The end of the week was really good. It was pretty miserable until like a day ago, though. Was it sweet? They did us flip down lyrics to her. Oh.
The power of prayer. Do you?
Yeah. Thank God. Again, Julie. Again, we should have just listened to Julie. It would have happened. Like everything we wanted would have happened earlier. We just prayed for it. Con would probably have bad hand placement on BB25 wall. How tall is like is Kamu super short or what? I mean, like Jared's like what, like 6 foot ish, right? Like I would assume Kamu is around the same like build. Jeff Probst interview with Ankler? What is that? No, I haven't. What are you saying that? Like 5'8", 5'10". How tall is Chuck? Because like Chuck would also do well in that version of the wall. Or Julie's gonna be invited to Roman Lyric's wedding. I do wonder. I've never. Yeah, I mean, again, I would never guess that. I love it. Like that's literally just like Julie's first thing. Whenever there's a showman, is like, oh, am I going to be invited to the wedding? Like that's really the first fucking thing you have to say that like every fucking showman. By the way, they're a minute late now, motherfuckers. What are you doing? Turn on the feeds. Hey, Dark Saints. Is like the best boot so far? For sure this week. Or this season. I mean, like for sure. Like this is by far the best eviction. Oh, never mind. I saw something on the corner of my eye. I'm like, did it start? But no, it's just a fucking hand in front of the of the vet person. Um, yeah, are we even gonna see yeah, should I create like a poll? Are we gonna see Angela even on the wall at all? Yeah, Camus shouting out Frankie Grande was insane. Like that is so fucking funny. Knowing the outside world context. Like also the fact that he just like he's like Jason's obviously friends with Frankie, but like Camus doesn't know that, right? Yeah, Haley's face is great. We need an Angela scream. Even Serene and Felicia made it to feeds. Yeah. But again, this is Angela though. Like I assume like you would think that they're gonna I keep on getting fucking it's the fucking cat just like blocking the screen. I like thought it started again. Yeah, I saw the tweet from Frankie, which is great. Is this lyric blindside a good move? No, it's not. It's a horrible move. I don't know if horrible is the right term, but like it definitely isn't the ideal move. Again, saving Drew over Melody, 1,000,000,000%. Blindsiding Red Corner to take out Lyric, insane. Like taking out Lyric is fine. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. To blindside Red Corner though is pure insanity. Like you did not need to do that. Like we've seen so many times now of like Camus and Haley being convinced like so easily on things. Like you could just tell them. Like I don't know why you decided to like just declare war against them. And to be fair, like D is like playing it up and like, oh, I don't know what happened. I voted, whatever. And like Haley's somewhat believing it, but like still, like that. I feel like this was just so unnecessarily sloppy. But it was fun TV. Melody taking out Lyric? Yes, I think that's the case. I think Melody's definitely a more loyal ally at this point than Lyric. Yeah, like that is insane. Like generally, it's so insane that like Chuck, Camus, and Haley all like don't trust each other right now. Yeah, Chuck thinks Camus did it. Camus thinks Chuck did it. Haley thinks Camus and Chuck did it. Like Haley thought that Camus led the vote, right? Which I don't understand how. I don't understand how that is the impression you got from this. And Jacob being the first out of the red corner. I mean, like, it's very possible. Like, if Camus doesn't win HOH this week, I'm assuming he's the target. Or, like, if his side, doesn't Haley think Angela and D vote for Melody? Yes. Yeah, Haley thinks Angela and D are on her side. Yeah. Again, this was just really random to happen. Again, like Lyric going home isn't the most mind-blowing thing. Like I could see it happening. I just didn't expect them to blindside Red Corner to do it. Can we vote for Thog to have the power? No, we can't. Like I physically can't. Yeah, Haley had another bad week. Actually, no, is this a good week? If the other weeks were bad, then doesn't that make this one good? I guess this was a good week for Haley. By the way, where the fuck are the feeds? I think Lyric could have done anything to prevent her own eviction. Like, be more active? I don't know. I don't know if active is the right term. I think, like, securing the vets more, I think is, like, more what I'm trying to say. I'm not going to play it on stream. That would get the stream shut down. I'm probably going to be working on the player ranking when it like actually gets started, when we get to like a lull. Yeah, the Paw Patrol sponsorship or whatever, that's insane. What are we doing? Like at least BB Can got like what was it? Was it Milan or something? I forgot what the Disney movie they got. But at least like at least it's not fucking Paw Patrol. But yeah. Like, even playing live feeds clips get, like, when I play live feed clips from, like, my, oh, wait. Nope. There's just the cat again. But even when I play live feed clips on stream, like, that gets claimed. Did you say I love Paw Patrol, baby? Well, it's definitely getting used. See, I think the most disappointing thing about Lyric going out is that Lyric can't be the star of my review anymore. I think if D flops this, I'm gonna be so disappointed in her. I could see D throwing by the end. If like, especially if like Kamu chuck her out, I could see D throwing it by that point. Do you think BB Can 13 will have Blockbuster? Probably not. I don't believe BB Quebec does, so, like, I'm assuming they're just going to follow BB Quebec format. To do Drew and then change your mind despite being the main proponents of Drew going, yeah. Which, again, I still, like, the fact that Drew is still so aloof to it, it's like, oh, yeah, it's Moana, that's what it was. Yeah, it was Moana that I was thinking of. That was, like, sponsoring another show. But either way. But yeah, the fact that, like, Drew's still so aloof to it, it's like, obviously it could backfire, but, like, again, even if Kamu goes up to Drew and says, hey, they wanted you out this entire time, it's like, Drew's not going to believe it anymore. Again, Drew is Drew. I think keeping Drew is still the correct play. Keeping Melody, again, more debatable. And by debatable, I mean not actually good. Especially for D. Like, D leading this vote is insane. Like, D has a relationship with Lyric. She doesn't have much of a relationship with Melody. I don't know why she did this. And again, thank you. Thank you for doing this. I think it made for better TV. Also, I just realized this. My top 3 are all gone now, right? For my winner picks. Wasn't Lyric 3? So that's very fun. Does that mean Barrett's gone next? Like, literally, I picked Jason, Ashley, Lyric, or my top 3. So, that's funny. My top 4 were the final 5 last season? Yeah. I guess this needs to be the inverse. Your draft team's gone. Who'd you have again? Oh, you had Lyric. Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't get someone to trade. But yeah, part of the reason I'm also doing this is because I'm probably not going to be able to stream much tomorrow night. So yeah, might as well just, because I will also be working on the player ranking, because that's genuinely the main reason I'm doing this, is for the player ranking. But it was like a spot where, like, well, if I'm going to go live for the player ranking, like, to work on the player ranking, I might as well go live like an hour earlier to watch the wall comp too. So Sharksy Lyric go home. From when? Like, were you not following feeds and stuff? Like, obviously, yeah, if you're not following feeds, then that's pretty shocking. If you are, then it's like, it happened a few hours ago. Like, I was expecting by the time it happened. Lyric can now go start on OnlyFans. You would think she would have already started one if she already had a following before this. I mean, they're going to be over 10 minutes late. Do I think Lyric has a lot of potential this season, but got sniped out by the vets? To degree, I think she did have a lot of potential, for sure. I don't know if sniped out by the vets is... I don't know. Like, I guess. Yeah, I guess we could say she got sniped out, to a degree. Yeah, I would say sniped out is more like if she wasn't going home against Drew and Drew won the blockbuster and that sort of thing. I think that's more being sniped out in my mind than this. Like, this was just a legitimate flip against her. No, Red Corner wasn't in on the eviction, which is why I think it's a dumb move, because they blindsided them for no reason. I also don't know why they told, like, Taylor and them, because supposedly their plan was to do a do a Falte sort of thing, right? Where they were going to be like, oh, who flipped? I didn't flip. But then they, like, told Taylor and Lala. So it's like, you kind of just ruined your own plan. And, like, again, despite that, D's plan's fucking working. So good for D. I don't believe Yash was. I mean, like, I think they talked about telling Yash, but I would assume they didn't ultimately tell Yash. Because, like, I don't know why he wouldn't. Like, obviously, he did have a final two with Lyric, but, like, you would think he would have voted out Lyric if he knew that Lyric was going home. I don't even know if they would care if that happened. If Kamu won and put up the vets. It's like, Rick still has the diamond power of Ito. Even then, it's like, does Dee even go home if she's on the block? Does Angela even go home if she's on the block? It's not even, like, the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I know Yasha has fought too, Lyric. Yeah, I'm literally here to watch the HOH comp happen. It's the wall. It's starting soon. During the house versus Kamu. Yeah. Again, I think Kamu definitely is the biggest target at this point. Is Devin still number one or is it now D? I think right now, possibly D. Just due to the fact that Haley is, like, still trusting D. I don't know if that'll last. It's like they know that Devin's flipped on them. They don't know that D flipped on them yet. So it's like, in that world, I would say, yeah, D is in a better position. But, like, again, I don't think that's going to last. So I would assume we'll switch back, but... Guest host? We don't know. We know Josh is there, though. Josh Martinez. But, again, that's for unlocked and everything. I think what do you think caused Red Corner's downfall? Them just sucking. They're pretty, like, they are, like, especially now that Kamu and Haley are, like, the only two non-vets to win HOH. And, like, Kamu has, like, a lot of, like, individual relationships. It's like, yeah, I mean, you probably should take a shot at them. I don't know if you should take a shot, like, I don't think D and Rick should take the shot personally at them, but, like, I think they should be, like, content with them leaving. Haley being a terrible social player is why they crumbled. I don't know. I don't know how much a factor that necessarily is. I mean, like, it's obviously a factor in the sense that they don't want to work with Haley. But in terms of, like, the entire dissolution of the Red Quarter, it's like, I don't know if that's necessarily, like, the top pick. We're gonna rank Cord's sister as a player. I mean, we could do that. I have the thing open, right? Oh, yeah, I need to get the stream up on my phone. I forgot about that. Oh, Terran's actually streaming on Twitch? What? That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, alright, I fucked up my headphones. I need to do this again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Lyric. Where's my Big Brother list? This one. Oh, which, by the way, off stream for the Survivor list, I did, like, break up tiers. Break them up into their tiers for the people at the top and the bottom. So maybe that'll help save a little bit of time. We'll see. Terrence's live stream? What are we talking about? Oh, Terrence. Let's see. So, like, Lyric, color-wise, I would say she's orange. I don't think she's good enough to be yellow. I feel like if she was in the majority at any point, I would probably give her yellow, but yeah, I think she's orange. I think my first instinct is, like, where is someone like a Bronte? Because I feel like she's, like, a better Bronte. Bronte's way lower, isn't she? What the fuck do I have Bronte? I had Bronte red. Okay. But yeah, okay, so I think this is the bare minimum. I think she's better than Adrian, right? I would say she's better than Amber B, possibly. Like, I think she's better than Dominique. Ronnie, Jimmy. I think she's probably better. I don't know. I think this is kind of the ballpark that we're looking at. It's like somewhere in this range. I mean, Catherine's right there. That's kind of interesting. Where's Jared here? I would say like maybe like she's above Rome. I think the problem is that, again, she never really had any control in the game, which is like my issue of like having her up here with like Nicole from BB24, Izzy. Like she is a very scrappy player, and I do like that, but again, she's playing from the bottom the entire time. By the way, also, how the fuck has this comp not started yet? Yeah, I'm leaning, maybe like this range. Maybe like Dominic, actually. I think Dominic's kind of an okay comparison. Starting 12 minutes? It was supposed to start 12. Yeah, it's like I feel like she's better than Dominic. Alex and Parker there. Like, I want her to be better than Sam Smith, but I don't know if she actually is. Is at least Sam was like in the majority group. It's like, yeah, he was kind of on the bottom of it. Or Ovi being way too high. I think Ovi's somewhere in this range, right? Where's Ovi? I saw him earlier. Oh, there he is with Brian Hart. Which, yeah, it's kind of whatever. Yeah. I'm thinking Lyric there. I'm never ranking every challenge player. That's literally never going to happen. Should I just start actually working on the player ranking? She's a beta to Rome. Everyone's a beta to Rome. Catherine too high, possibly. I didn't put that much thought into that one. Like 27, I kind of just like plopped in there. Speaking of thinking too much, I guess we will start the player ranking. Why not? Bedrock Challenge player ranking? Yeah, that needs to happen. No, I'm not going to do the power ranking. And we don't even know the HOH result already yet. But no, I'm still going to do that like tomorrow morning off stream. I don't need that for a video, so I need to get this done. This is the only reason I'm here. Like, this is the main reason I'm here, is because of it. Like, I'm only streaming the wall comp because I was going to be live tonight doing this anyway. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here. Like, I need to finish this. Did Allie win? No, she didn't. The douchey guy won. Yeah, season kind of sucked. Every challenge player did 3 seasons. I mean, like, I would be open to it, but I'm not doing it anytime soon. If Kama goes this week, where do I rank him? Probably not. I mean, like, where are we at? Oh, wait, wrong list. I would say, like, probably around Nicole. Maybe Eric. Maybe in this like grouping. I think somewhere in this grouping. But yeah. Natalie Inch's this moment was fucking up a puzzle, not blindsided Baylor. That is true. Her not knowing what was the word? I remember it was a word that like I instantly saw the letters and I'm like, oh, that's the word. And she just like couldn't figure it out after like 15 minutes or something. The wall's not done already. like they literally start the feeds usually like right when they get on. So it's like again, no wall comp's not done. 42 is kind of a mess in terms of editing. Feels very rushed and choppy. I agree. Apparently Brittany still hates her for calling her crazy on vendettas. That makes sense. That seems like something Brittany from Challenge would do. But yeah, all right. When do I want to officially start the player ranking? Fuck it. I guess like this is gonna be like a mess anyway. What takes them so long to get out? They're always long. This is kind of insane though. 22 minutes late, but like still. But yeah, in terms of the player ranking, I did see that there was one, or like really two really long comments by the same person. And I've already thought them through. So one of them is Kim Spradlin should be number 2 over Parvati and Sarah because she played more optimally, which is fair. Again, I think that's a fair argument. I think ultimately for my list, I am going to keep Kim where she is. Again, I think it's a spot where, looking at my Big Brother list, I feel like Kim is like the Andy Heron, where Parvati and Sarah are like the Derek and Cody. Like I feel like Kim is someone that I personally have a lot of faith in her, but I think when like Parvati and Sarah just have like bigger legacies and whatnot, it's like I just feel like they're probably still higher. And like both of them also fit in with Tony as in like almost 2-time winners. To where I think I'm going to keep Kim at 4. The other comment I think is a lot more interesting because I actually feel like I actually agree. And because I was even thinking about this like after I finished last stream. And the other comment was that I'm very much overrating Jeremy Collins. And yeah, I do feel that. I feel like it's a spot where like Jeremy at 5 is insane. I'm not going to keep Jeremy at 5. I just can't. Like, can I have him back at like 6 or 6, 7? I feel like that's, again, at least tolerable. Jeremy Collins at 5 though is, yeah, that's pretty insane. I can't put him this high. It just genuinely bothers me. And again, I love Jeremy Collins. Like, he's one of my favorite players, but also he's not that good. Like, he's fine. Like, he's a very, like, he's a player that I would expect to make the merge almost every time he plays, but also he's actually not that good. So yeah, I am gonna move back down on Jeremy. And I did like the point that was made that like, is he really that different from like a Tyson? And like, I think he is a little bit, but like it really isn't that big of a gap though, right? Like, it really shouldn't be that big of a gap. It's like Tyson made one of the dumbest moves of all time in Heroes Villains. I think that's the main thing keeping him down here. But it's also not like Jeremy's that good. It's like he has a winning game that even in that winning game, there's some sloppy points there. And then outside that, he's essentially just Tyson on his first appearance. If not actually debatably worse. But anyway. And then his third appearance, he's just playing from the bottom the entire time. So I feel like Jeremy, I actually want to put Boss Rob above Jeremy. I actually feel like that makes more sense to me. Hang tight for another 30 minutes. What, something? Thank God I went live early for this. Exactly, I was going to stream at 1. Like, that's when I was meaning to stream tonight because I've had no free time today very much. So I was intending on streaming at 1, but I was like, okay, I guess I'll fucking stream at 12 because of the wall. Get 2 endgame runs at least, even though very flawed. Yeah. I think that's why I'm still probably going to leave him here. But I don't think he's, like, in the elite of the elite, like, players, though. Like, even here, like, I think you can argue he's, like, closer to, like, this level. But yeah, I think the fact that he has 3 runs to the merge, has an impressive win. Even if it's like Samuel Del Sur game's like decent. Winners at War Games kind of bad, but it's like there's some good points here and there. I would still put him above a lot of these other winners just from the notion that he's a 3-time player and has never been in an early boot. While also having a good win, but yeah, I don't think I can put him up here though. Yeah, I've thought about worst moves of all time, that sort of thing, but like I feel like it's a pain. I'll probably do it eventually though. Okay, so those were what the comments were, which I agree with the Jeremy one. I do think Jeremy, and like again, the person wanted me to definitely put Jeremy around here, which like I can see. I think the fact that Jeremy has played 3 times though is the thing that boosts him up in comparison to a lot of these players. And I guess, like, to be fair, Sandra's here, having played 4 times and won twice, but also I don't think either Sandra's wins are as good as Jeremy's. So yeah, I think this feels more appropriate to me. Is to do that. Okay. Now we're actually gonna start doing things, and by that, I still don't actually know what I'm doing. So again, I did parse out some of the tiers on the top, and I parsed out some of the tiers on the bottom. Like, obviously, the players that are here are the ones I feel good about. Like, outside that, I'm not... Like, so, like, this would be the bottom. I don't know. How should I approach this? Should I go to the top? Maybe I'll start at the top for today. I do like being on top. So okay, I'm still at the same debate I had last night, where I ended last night, which is like, what do I have as better? Malcolm, David, and Kelly? Like this grouping, which I don't even know if Kelly's really in it, but like Malcolm and David at least. Or people like Anali White, Atina Wesson, and like Amber, maybe even Hatch. I don't know. And I still don't really know how I want to... would I be submissive and breedable? Yes, obviously. I always am. So we're moving Erica up a few spots. I think Erica's high enough. Yeah, it's like, I don't think Tina is actually that good, is the issue. But also, it's not like I think Kelly Wentworth is really that good either. Yeah, I'm still not really sure what I want to do here. It's like I did have these players the highest. So, like, I also like to call back to what these lists are. This list is the one we just did on stream, the newest one that we did, which is more of a, like, game ranking / how close we were to winning, that sort of thing. This was the one we did before that, and this is the one we did before that. Which, like, these two are pretty similar for the most part. It's just further broken up. Like, the tiers were smaller on the second version. Well, this is, like, a completely restructured list. But yeah, so at 40 right now, I do have Mike Holloway. We're essentially looking at, like, who should be below Mike Holloway, like, one spot below Mike Holloway. Maybe I do go Malcolm David, at least, at this spot. Like, I mean, like, so, like, I think the problem with them is that their players just have, like, too big of targets on their backs to make it too deep. Like, make it to the very, very end, I should say. Like, ultimately, by the end of their seasons, like, no one actually wanted to go to the end with them, and I think that's... like a flaw they're probably just always going to have. But had they gotten to the end, they obviously would have had a lot of win equity. And like David's played twice, never been early boot, despite being someone that probably should be. Malcolm's played 3 times. Again, the other 2 times, like really both his second and third appearances are both kind of weird circumstances. The more I watch these shows, the more I realize everyone kind of sucks. I agree. Should Hunter number 1 because he's my daddy? No, but maybe I'll try to make him some other special number. We'll see. Where is Joe Hunter, actually? Is Joe Hunter too low on this? Like, I already have Jonathan and Rizzo here, which, like, to be fair, that might actually be too high for Jonathan and Rizzo. And Ty, I don't know. Like, for them, it really is just the fact that they made it all the way to the end twice. But, like, yeah, at that point, like, is Joe really that much worse? Like, I just don't know if I want to have Kelly Wentworth this high. Because, like, I just don't actually think Kelly Wentworth's that good. Like, because at least with David and Malcolm, you can argue the games they got to the end were, like, dominant games. Kelly Wentworth wasn't. To where obviously she is a scrappy player and she still made it very deep. But it's like, I don't think she, like, generally it's like, is she really that much better than, like, Atasha? Like, I think she's just lower. Phil has of winners at Ward and have Wentworth in. Who's Phil? Again, if the comp started, then it would be on the feeds. Oh, from Survivor Specialist? That's kind of crazy to have Wentworth in your top 100, I feel like. But I don't know. What number is she on this one? On, like, this version? 65. Oh, actually, she's not top 100 on this. It's okay. She's, like, right outside. So, never mind. There's no way they forgot to turn the feeds on. That's just not a fucking thing. Let's see. So I do have Lex and Rob as the highest on this version of the list. But that's mostly based around, like, one of their games. I'm really just debating, is Malcolm really this good? Like, is Malcolm really better than, like, a Natalie and Aris and those sort of people?
Fuck!
Okay. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. Yes, that person. Yeah, it's like, I feel like in general, my overall feeling right now is that Malcolm's overrated. Oh, so I think we're going to lean the winners. Like, is Natalie white? So, like, I don't know what I'm doing with Hatch. Like, pretty much at all. But, wait, who's the highest winner on here? It's Tina. And then you got Aris there. Then Natalie White, Danny, Amber, Rachel. Is that a thing? That's the thing that's happening on Devon's, there's just big physical fights? Sure. You can imagine that. Again, what I definitely don't know what I want to do here. I do have Heidick there, just kind of on his own also, which is kind of bothering me. You know what? Let's go to the bottom. I'll make that decision later, clearly. Okay, so at the bottom here, last tier I went through was Drew, Christie, and Shannon. I think with this tier, I think the next people I'm looking at is like David, Samson, Sekou, like those sort of people. I think it's either them. Abraham is also an option. Chicken might also be an option. I think those are the people I'm looking at. And I think the thing, like, I think ultimately I am going with Abraham. Where like at least Chicken, at least David Samson, at least Sekou, at least they had an ally in the game. Abraham has nobody. So yeah. I think Abraham feels like the next person because like it's also a spot where like he was domineering, people didn't like him on the island. So like I think there's enough like bad play mixed in the fact that he just has nothing good either. To where I feel like Abraham next feels fine. The question is what I do after that. Do I just go David Samson? Queen Candace too low? I mean, again, Candace is like kind of the mix of like has nothing good to say about her, plus also like is actually bad. So it's like I think Candace just isn't good. I think Kel just sucks. Like, there's nothing good to say about Kel, and he's also someone that has no reason to be the first boot on his tribe. Like, it's insane that he's the first boot on season 2 of Survivor. That they're voting out this like military guy first from their tribe. Like, that's insane. The only reason he's not actually at the very, very bottom is because at least, like, you have the beef jerky situation to, like, call out as, like, a thing. And it's like, okay, I guess, like, maybe that disfavored, even though that was also part of his fault. Maybe Kel's first boot because of racism. I don't even think people knew what fucking race he was. Either way. Yeah, I'm thinking Abraham, who might just, like, be on a tier of his own, genuinely. I don't know. Because, like, a lot of the, like, because, like, Abraham also, why he's higher than, like, some of these people is because, like, I do think he obviously came from a small tribe. There were less options. Like, I do still think he's bad, but at least there's, like, some little, like, a little bit of grace for that. To where I don't know if there really is another person that starts on a small tribe, gets voted out unanimously with no allies, and also is still actively bad. Like, I don't know if there really is one. So I think he might just be on his own. Zane's kind of a different case, though, because, like, Zane had the majority at a point, and then, like, they kind of, like, really, more than anything, like, Zane's kind of voted out because he's weak, more than, like, which is, like, I think that's even more, I give even more grace to people that are voted out because they're weak. Is it unlucky that the tribe won the weekend Aussie? Like, I don't think that's unlucky. I think she's just expendable. Again, Nicole's not actively bad. What did Nicole do wrong? I can't even name a thing that Nicole did wrong. But yeah, I'm going David and Sekou next. Or should I go Chicken? Who's worse, David Samson, Sekou, or Chicken, actually? Actually, let's move them back real quick. I had Chicken with Abraham on this list. I don't know why. Really, Chicken's not even that like, Chicken at least had Dave Cruiser as an ally. Don't want to keep him around. So it's not really the same at all. But he did come from a bigger tribe, so that's something. Sharon Tharp's fucking streaming now. I mean, I assume they're talking about Nicole from 49, considering we're talking about small tribes. Yeah, Abraham next, I definitely feel okay about. I don't know, Chicken or David Samson and Sekou. I think David and Sekou do more actively wrong. like, really the big thing that, like, Chicken does wrong is, like, not doing anything. Where, like, I feel like Seku and David do more, like, actively wrong. But also they at least had an ally. Sorry, is there anyone else? So, like, here, this is kind of my tier list of other things. Like, again, John Lovett is theoretically next. I think the thing is, like, John Lovett's not bad enough, though. It's like, if I'm following, like, my... like, if I was only, like, listing everybody based on, like, how good they are, like, the good that you can point out with them, like, John Lovett's next. Well, I mean, Semhar's technically next, but then John Lovett. But again, I don't think John Lovett's, like, bad enough. Is Ronnie Bardahl... what am I doing with Ronnie Bardahl also? Where's Rachel Aiko and them? They're here. I think Kel would be worse than Deb on player ranking, probably, at this point, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Would he? Yeah, he probably would. Maybe I do go Chicken. I mean, like, well, actually, okay. So, again, Semhar and Simone are two people that, like, are in a similar spot to Eric, just, like, aren't as actively bad. Like, they're the two of the only people remaining that got voted out with no one siding with them. I guess for Nicole and Katrina also. Actually, Zach Wartenberger. Yeah, what the fuck? We're 44 minutes late at this point. What the fuck are they doing? Picture of Thog being blindsided should be hung in the Louvre. Yeah. What is the difference between... oh, a Chicken's not weak, right? I think it was the difference between Chicken and these players. I don't think Chicken was looked at as a weak player. It was just that he didn't... I mean, I guess, like, he didn't contribute to the tribe, so I guess you could say that's weak, but... it was a great week by the end. It was not looking good for most of it. Crazy last, like, day. I am debating just, like, letting go of Simone and Semhar. Just because, like, there's really nothing, like, good. Like, I can at least, like, point out good things that these players did. Like, I can't really name, like, a good thing Semhar and Simone did. Worst reality TV host, TJ or Julie? I mean, Julie. What are we doing? You're getting Forged in Fire ads? That's kind of funny. Oh, yeah, I saw this, yeah. Pretty funny. Yeah, I guess. I guess. I don't think I have a person that survived the tribal yet, right? Because Natalie Cole also is someone that's, like, sticking out to me. The thing about Natalie Cole, though, is you can, like, argue she got swap screwed to a degree. At least being swapped away from John Hennigan, who, like, wanted to keep her. I think these players are worse. Is how I'm currently feeling. Than Natalie Cole. I literally just said like, she got swap screwed in the sense that she got swapped away from John Hennigan, who was her biggest ally. I'm not saying she got like ultimately like she was so screwed over or whatever, but I'm saying that like she would have been in a better spot if John Hennigan was there, who wanted to keep her around. I don't know if she could survive another vote. Again, it depends on like does John fight for her or not. But I know supposedly she was close to John Hennigan. He was like the one really pushing to keep her around. But still, the fact that she even survives a tribal is still, like, better than these people. I think I'm going to go chicken. I just feel... I feel like going chicken right now. I think I'll settle on chicken. Put him in tier of Abraham. Even though they're not... Actually, really, should they be... No, I'm not even going to put them in the same tier. Because they're just not the same. But... I think the interesting thing actually comes from the fact that... Who is better... between David Sampson, Sekou Bunch, or these players? The Christine, Paloma, Rachel Ako, Nina, Reem. Where all these players got voted out from bigger tribes, and yeah, they were voted out for being physical weaknesses, but they all also had some pretty actively bad play within that. I guess Rachel Ako probably less so, but still. David and Sekou were voted out from smaller tribes. They'll probably have more of a blatant mistake. The wall started! Someone's down or... Dude! I called it! That's pretty funny. I told you! I fucking told you. Yeah, Angela's off already. That's so funny. Damn, I really should have done the poll then. People could have gotten channel points. I'm trying to figure out what type. This is a weird type of wall. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how do... Yeah, I don't know who this would favor. Does this favor... I think this favors Kamu and like... Yeah, I think it's like favors those type of players, right? Where you can't see it, like, it's not the same... Like, it's not a typical wall where they hold it from the back. It's... The handholds are in front of them. Yeah, this feels like a Kamu Chuck style of comp. We'll see, though. It is adjusted for height, thankfully. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Kevin needs to nominate D. Oh, fuck was that? Okay, dude, that literally jump scared me. What the fuck? I find it very funny, the notion of people watching this stream not watching the feeds. Like, what the fuck is this? There's a fucking Sasquatch walking around. Like, what is happening? Audubon disapprove of Chuck HOH? That sounds about right. Oh my god. They're talking about big feet. It's almost as they're talking about D. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. It might last a long time. I don't know. Her toes are big, and I don't like that. Feel bad for Angela. Yeah, but also it's like kind of obvious that was gonna happen, though, right? I think it just started, right? Like it probably just started like a minute ago or something. Oh wait, there's handhold. Ooh, I didn't notice that. Oh, that's actually an interesting. That wasn't the case ever before, was it? They have handholds on behind them also. So they have one like in front of them, like overhead, but they also have ones behind them, like around the placement of their hands. They're getting drenched right now. Generally, I feel like this could take a while if it wasn't for the wetness factor of it. Because they're not even like tilting them right now, are they? Like barely? Lala taking this? Yeah, clearly. Hopefully production does push Kamu. If anyone needs to be pushed, it definitely is Kamu. I'll just go on for 8 hours. Yeah. Straight up, if it does, I don't know if I'm going to be here the entire time. We'll see. And knowing me, I say that and then I actually will, but it's like the last 8 hours. All right, what am I doing here? I decided on chicken. In the words of Sierra, I love chicken. But yeah, I think chicken feels fine here. And then for me, it's a debate between this tier and the David Sampson tier. Oh, they're tilting them now. Who's in red? Is that Devins? Yeah, I think. Is it Taylor Law? I think it's Taylor that's like kind of moving around a lot, but still seems fine. Yeah, I'm worried this is a Kamu win. Finish after one of. Oh, you played Denshin Attack? How is that? Yeah, here it's very here's very good. I do want to play it. I don't know when I ever will because I've never finished this ranking. BB Camp 3 week 2? What are we talking about? Is a realistic cast for New Era only returning season? Do I even care enough to look at it generally? I mean, that was, I guess that's like similar-ish. It's not really exactly the same though. Because that was like they were between two like things of plexiglass, right? And they were holding onto a rope. But like I don't think, like, I mean, I don't know. It's like some of these people are possible, some of these people aren't. Yeah, it was kind of more chimney sweep, but they had a rope. He even needs to become a doctor first. That is confirmed. I think these 5 are right. Xander, I'm not sure. He was even called for 50, so I'm not really sure. Andy's right. I don't know if David's making it. Franny's a maybe, I guess. Jesse's probably. Oh, thank God we're gonna get Bigfoot repellent. Anyway, Kelly is possible. Shan, I don't think is happening. I don't know if they're picking Gem. Sabaya is definitely here, by the way. Like, Sabaya would definitely be on the Preacher tribe. D, did they miss? Oh, D moving her hands pretty bad. Yeah, like, it looks like D got hit the least, but then she just like fucking readjusted her grip, so like that's not great. Knowing Melody doesn't win time capsule. I think it's between Melody and Drew. And Mallory. I think it's 1-3. Mallory kind of got a quieter edit. I feel like that's the thing kind of harming her. Bigfoot is a term for D's feet. True. I find it so awkward when they make the when they make the host like say the phrases and everything. What if Dio mentioned her big toe in the episode? Probably. She would have to. How do you not mention the big toe? Okay, wait, let me see. So chicken is there. I think I'm leaning towards this tier before David and Seiku. Yeah, they adjusted the bars for height, so that's pretty good. I wonder if they adjusted the handhold behind them also for height. Because that would also be good, too. They are leaning them a lot right now. Yeah, generally I'm very worried about Kamu winning this. Oh no, the rain's coming back. Oh no. This is going to be the best fucking VOD of me working on the player ranking. Let's get this comp over. Yeah, we're like an hour late. We need to go to sleep. Oh my god, thank God Haley said the same thing again. She definitely wasn't told to say that. Is Kamu actually nominating D? He might. Like he said he was nominating Chuck. I doubt he'll nominate Chuck. That would be insane. Like I could see him going for like generally I think Kamu could actually go for the bets here. Do you just use the bribe? Potentially. But that would also mean exposing that she lied to Devins, which I don't know if she would want to do that. Who's moving around? Is that Yosh? Who's next to D? No, it's not Yosh. Who is that? Oh, is that Chuck? That's Chuck, isn't it? Chuck's readjusting his grip a lot. People mostly seem solid, though. Looks like Taylor's the only one using the back handhold. Like everyone else is using the one in front of them. Who's picked out next? Probably, like, I think my gut instinct would have been Devin's. But, like, if we're, like, basing on, like, what we're seeing here, I really don't even have prediction. So, I guess I would just say Devin's. Yes, thank you. We're getting close up. Oh, no, fucking... Yeah, thank God we got a close up of Dee's hands before cutting the pets. But whatever. All right. Okay. So I do think I'm thinking Christine, Paloma. I'm debating if Rachel's in this tier. Is Rachel closer to Semhar? I guess, like, there's nothing, like, unlucky you can say about Rachel, right? Like, Semhar, you can say, okay, she was, like, close to Ozzy. They wanted to weaken Ozzy. Simone, you can say she was from a smaller tribe, and I guess the Patrick Alley thing. Rachel, there's nothing really to disfavor Rachel. Like, she was just awkward. I guess she had Cece, but I guess, like, all these people had allies. Like, had an ally, I should say. Melly cursing was iconic. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard about it. See, I think I will go with this. And then I think I go David and Sekou. And I'm debating if Lindsay's also in that. Actually, is Nina Porsche getting too high? Also. Anyway, I think this is okay so far. I'm thinking maybe Nina and Natalie Cole next. After that? Oh, it's back. Anyone drop? No, everyone's still there, right? I think we have a close-up of my pipe queen. Not anymore. It is funny the fact that Angela dropped so early. Level Twitter gets so mad when feeds cut during a wall conference race if you've never watched feeds. Yeah. Like, I'll be honest, I haven't watched feeds myself in a while. Like, I think since like week 2 or something. Actually, generally, have I watched anything since week 2? Like, actually, if we, like, obviously I've watched clips on Twitter and that sort of thing, but like actually watch the feeds themselves, it's like, yeah, I don't think I've watched since the Rome backdoor happened. I would have watched today had I not been working and everything, but I couldn't. But yeah, yeah. So I think I'm keeping with this. I think it's Christine. It's essentially just this entire tier, right? Why does it hurt so bad? I really wonder why hanging off a wall hurts so bad. Oh my god, Yash loved... That was that Yash? Or, no, that was Drew, wasn't it? Drew loves it. I do love that Drew loves it. Pfft. Oh my god, Angela's being sexist right now. She said guys. Okay. I think this structure feels okay to me. I think the main debate is like, is Lindsay with this? Which maybe she is. I mean, like Lindsay from Worlds Apart, who like, I guess it's like she seems to be on the right side of history in terms of her and Rodney, but she still is confrontational and still does get taken out. Can't believe Reem is a top 730 player. Me either. That's mind blowing. Mind blowing to see. What are the odds we get pressure cooker this season? I would say not super, super likely at this point, but I would love to see it. I would think that this would be the pressure cooker instead if they were going to do pressure cooker this season. But I guess like maybe they do pressure cooker at like 11 instead or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god, Taylor's wet. Dude, I'm a fucking idiot. On the final 5 of 27, HOH is the pressure cooker. Yeah, and that was lame. Generally, they could do that, right? They could like that one, and then the marshmallow comp from BB26. Like I guess they're counting that as the pressure cooker. I can't believe Devin's from Survivor. I've never heard that before. It's almost as if he's on this list that we're ranking right now. They cut off Angela mid saying gals. Like she said guys and gals, and then they cut off her saying gals. Like is that like production saying no, you can't say that. Again, gals is offensive nowadays. You can't say that. Devin's from Sequester Mini, that is the case. Oh, it's back again. Yeah, nothing new. Yeah, he's best known for pre-gaming with Johnny Fairplay in the Survivor Sequester game. He's best known for targeting Chelsea Walker in the Survivor Sequester game. But yeah, I think I'm going through with this. Of Lindsay, Sekou, David. Why are they spraying? Like, I find it funny how there's you literally see water pouring from the top, and it's like nowhere near the players. Like, what a fucking waste of water that is. But whatever. It's my last few hours. Generally, yeah, this might last a while. Or I could see it being like last season. Last season was one where like pretty much everybody lasted like 30 minutes or something, but then like everyone kind of dropped within an hour or so. I could see that kind of being the case with this one. BB's the second biggest waste of water behind AI data centers. Clearly. Where's Sekou? There he is. Okay. So Nina, Natalie Cole, and these people. Nina, Natalie Cole, Nina Costa's gone, and then I didn't take out this tier. David Sampson. Why is Sekou so high on this one? But whatever. Also, why is Paloma so high on this one? But whatever. Just making sure everything's the same. It should be. Okay. Morgan, I mean, she dropped that like 30, like she was the third to drop, I believe, but she still like made it like 30 minutes or so. Oh yeah, it's the fire token vendor. Do you imagine in an alternate universe, Devins was actually the fire token dealer, and has to like talk about that on the like his experiences as a fire token dealer on the Big Brother live feeds? That'd be very surreal. Yeah, I feel like they have like 2 ways of holding it this time, so it's like you would think this would last longer. And also, like, this is a fairly fit cast, right? It's like, I'm trying to remember 27. I guess 27 had a decent amount of like pretty fit people too. Yeah, like generally like even like Lala, like for being 58 years old, is obviously like in really, really good shape. Yeah, Angela's still the only one out. But yeah. So what did I do? I did Nina and Natalie. It's like Simone and Semhar are still pretty low on this. I don't know if I want to get to the like not that bad, but just nothing good players yet. Jackson and Charity are also fairly low. TK and Matt are also kind of low. How high should I even put like Courtney, Moon, and Jonathan Libby? I think is also a debate. We're getting pets again. This cast feels like they're working out 24/7. Yeah. So again, like this could be a cast that lasts like a very long time. Do I bother keeping up with these lists? I guess I will. Reem, Sekou, Lindsay, and then Natalie Cole. Yeah, so Simone's the bottom average person by quite a bit at this point. Maybe it is just a sign to let Simone go. But I really don't feel like Simone is that bad. But there's just nothing good. Oh, did Taylor nearly drop? I didn't see that. I wonder if like Taylor was the only person using the back handholds. Maybe that's like that was a sign. Oh my god, they're trying 6-7. Oh, thank God we're going through all the different things that rhyme with Rick Devens. I love how like Angela didn't even get wet, which that could be taken very out of context. But like I just love the fact that like everyone's soaked outside of Angela, who's just sitting off to the side. Yeah, June wasn't that active until pretty recently. So like, okay, continuing off this, John Lovett's also kind of interesting at this point. What? Dude, what I like I just hear like oh my, he's gonna squeeze it. How it genuinely, I don't understand how we got to this on Big Brother. Like, how did we get to the point where we're talking about Sasquatch, like Bigfoot having a having a pink eye, and he's gonna squeeze it, and it squeezes like pink paint on everybody. Like how is that the world we're in right now? It's supposed to be Bigfoot's cum. Yes. Thank God I finally know that Bigfoot comes pink. I would have never known that if it wasn't for Big Brother. Thank God I have that confirmed. Yeah, right after the Paw Patrol, yeah. I guess I might as well update this list while we're at it. I don't even remember who else. Who am I missing? Oh, Natalie and them. That's why. Natalie and Nina. Thank God Angela confirmed that this is Big Brother. I never would have guessed that. Yeah, they called Haley Thog in the previously on, which is pretty insane. And this is why I feel embarrassed whenever I tell somebody that I watch Big Brother and like this is what I do in my free time is do a fucking YouTube channel about Big Brother of all shows. Yeah, Yash did shout out Chipotle, thank God. A lot of very timely shout outs today of Yash shouting out Chipotle in the midst of the outbreak and everything. You got Kamu shouting out Frankie Grande. Imagine Survivor starts going down this route. I don't think it'll be this bad, but I could definitely see it being a lot more like them continuing to make it kid friendly. Does it hurt the game's integrity that Morgan hosted a comp 2 days after calling for a player to be expelled? Not really, because like nothing came of that. I don't know. I don't think it really matters, but especially because it's not even like Kamu like participated in the challenge or anything. Chipotle should be Yash's recurring clip. It probably will be. I think Bigfoot's gonna compete on the Survivor movie. Yes. When Bigfoot comes, sprays on Rizzo in Survivor 55. That's what I dream of. I always dreamed of a Bigfoot coming on Rizzo. And that's what dreams are made of. They should be barefoot for his comp. Kind of whatever. Thank God they're 30 minutes in. Yeah, so this pretty much just started. So Angela literally dropped right away. Clip that, yeah. Did Colby injure his big foot? He did. Oh wait, it was no, was it Joe? Because Joe kept coming on him. Is that what happened to Colby? Did Joe's come turn Colby into Bigfoot? Wonder if Angela even competed. Maybe there's a shot she didn't do it. Oh, who dropped? Taylor. Okay, yeah, expected. I'm surprised Devins is still hanging in there. I thought Devins would be like the first to go. Or first to go after Angela. So, is this a commentary on... Concerning Claire said on Twitter that all the wall is about is how big your butt is. Is this a commentary on Taylor then? What was expected from the Paw Patrol ad? Money that they got for making a Paw Patrol ad? Johanna's cum being mentioned on stream or something? It happens all the time. Devins will be third to drop? I would think so. Alright, what am I doing here? And should I go back to the top? I kind of want to go back to the top. I think literally that's how I'm going to be working on it. I'm just going to be like kind of chipping away at this. Then it's a lot like Rupert when they're both easily worn out by endurance, but still go decent amount. Yeah, actually, that's fair. Rupert actually is pretty good at endurance comps. Which is kind of insane. So yeah, back at the top, I'm not really sure what I want to do here, which I guess is the reason I went back to the bottom. Maybe I go with these? Where's Danny Boatwright in this again? She's down there. We're just drenched in sweat at the 1 hour mark. Yeah. And yeah, obviously to be fair, like the Survivor Endurance challenges don't typically go as long as this. Actually, I guess they kind of did at the time. I don't remember how long When It Rains It Pours went in All-Stars, but probably did go for a few hours, right? We get the newscaster gimmick during this comp. We literally did mid-comp, so yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, now they take like 10 minutes, yeah. Now we have Jeff Probst like talking about how record-breaking an hour is on the spool challenge. Was it really 8 hours? It wasn't 8 hours. Oh, it was 8 hours in Micronesia. I think that's what you're thinking of. It was something like that. It was a very long time in Micronesia. Here's Villains. I don't think it lasted that long. And also, to be fair, actually, Rupert was even second in that, even though they showed it as he was. When like the reality is he was like third, right? And like Jerry was actually second, but they wanted to make it seem like Rupert was closer for suspense. I'm actually kind of thinking, is it bad that I want to put Hatch? It's like Hatch is someone that like Ozzy has his issues, but like it's technically not founded within Survivor. Like obviously Hatch is someone that I would not have faith in to do well ever again, and he is still like a polarizing personality, but like technically we've never seen that actually backfire on the show. Like All-Stars, he was just fucked to begin with, and then his first appearance, obviously, it's like he gets like a rough first round, then after that, he's pretty good. I mean, I think all these people got like very fortunate to some degree. Oh, I did see that he's gonna be a celebrity weakest link, which wasn't he already on weakest link with the other survivors? And was the first boot, which I can see that happening again. Yeah, it's like that's what I was thinking. I think him with Heidick kind of makes sense to me. Or like that kind of feels like maybe a tier, and like maybe I move them below. Or maybe not even. Actually, I guess to be fair, to give credit to Heidick, Heidick's at least like good in challenges. Hatch isn't. Wait, did they say that no one else can feel it for you? Um, Also, we don't know how Hatch would do in a cast with where everyone's willing to make an alliance. Yeah, but I don't think that's a criticism. Um, and I think either way, I think Hatch and Brian being back to back feels okay to me. It's just a question of where are they. No one else can feel Bigfoot's come for you. That is true. Only one person can feel Bigfoot's come. I guess that's not true. A lot of people can. Thank God we're talking about Bigfoot having orgies now. But I guess that's what happens when Bigfoot keeps coming on you. The thing on fire would be back for 51. I would lean on no, but it's not impossible. Chuck drying his hands off in his pockets next level. Yeah, good for Chuck. Chuck's doing a like one hand up, one hand down thing. I can't tell if that's good or bad. But yeah, I think I am going with Hatch with Brian. It's just a matter of where are, like, should they be below or above the Tom Westman, Savannah, Mike Holloway tier. And I don't know, actually, maybe I can separate them because, again, it is a spot where Brian is good at challenges, Hatch isn't, so maybe that could be a differentiator, though. I've been waiting to beat off ever since I met you, Mr. Bigfoot. I'm 100% doing that. In the video. They're gonna say Sasquatch though, right? So it'll be Sasquatch instead of Bigfoot, but still. Yeah, generally, this might actually be a good comp for Yosh too. I kind of forgot about Yosh genuinely when like thinking of who could do well at this comp. Dude's just fucking silent outside of Angela whispering. That's Joe Hunter. Everything needs to be Joe Hunter. Oh, cool. As Bigfoot takes its head off in its queue. I mean, he doesn't like big. Actually, no, he does like feet. He doesn't like big feet, though. Or does he like big feet but not big toes? Is that really like the main thing? He's just very anti big toe. But yeah, generally, okay, I need to actually like do something here. Hatch. Maybe I go with Hatch. Here, I don't know. Devins is shaking. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah, I would assume Devins is gonna drop pretty soon. Yeah, I'm just like watching the comp. Who's on the bench? Angela is, because it's Angela. Oh, and Taylor also. I forgot Taylor dropped also. Drew HOH would be good at this spot, right? Like he's gonna nominate Red Corner. Okay, I think I've settled on the fact that I'm going to go with some winners next. Oh, yeah, I think Devon's is about to drop, right? Yeah, they're saying Rob has a podcast. Favorite Big Brother music? What Big Brother music is there? I don't think Big Brother has like iconic of enough music. I don't know. Like most of its tracks just feel like things that you would like find in a royalty free sort of thing. Yeah, Camus shouting out Frankie Grande was very funny. Oh yeah, Chuck's definitely moving around a lot. Lala too. Who said that? Is that D? Is D about to drop? That'd be pretty crazy. Oh, Barrett dropped? Loser. Literally, I would fall when Angela did. I wouldn't do fucking horrible at the wall. Yeah, I guess Camus is pretty short. Anyway, big bitch down, sure. Love to be in the wall. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I don't know. It's obviously like iconic, but it's like I would just suck at it. I don't know if there is a Big Brother endurance comp I would do well at though. Genuinely, I don't think there's an endurance comp at all that I would probably do well at. Worst possible outcome. I don't know. Like maybe Yosh? Or maybe Chuck? I guess Chuck. I don't know. Like Camus, I can at least see him taking a shot at the vets to where that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, the reality is I don't think there even is, like, an actual awful result because I think every result leads to something interesting considering we're right after, like, this big, like, flip in the game. Generally, maybe, like, a Devon's HOH. Devon's is Devon's, though. He'll fuck it up. Maybe D. I don't know. He's like, there's probably a world where like D backs down from talking to Red Corner and then does something like really boring. Drop your dubstep, sure. How's his blindside reaction compared to Quinn's? Who? Oh, Devon's. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it was pretty good. I love especially the fact that it was like so delayed. Like the fact that like it seemed like she'd even processed the fact that they said Lyric's name until later. Like that was kind of funny. What'd Lala do? So how many people are still up? Still what, 8? Dude, it looks like actually it looks very funny when Chuck puts his hands in his pockets. Like it makes it look like he's doing something else. I'll say actually good for Melody. I wasn't expecting Melody to do that well at this comp. I think she's the only person that's like still up that I'm kind of like surprised is still there. And Barrett was out a while ago. That was literally 2 people ago. But yeah. Yeah, manifesting Kamu dropping. I actually kind of have mixed opinions. Like, I obviously don't like Kamu, like, as a person, where, like, I would be very happy if Kamu left, but also I think Kamu winning HOH is, like, the only adversity that the vets would have, to where, like, I'm kind of interested in seeing what that would look like, too. Does the bar help the women in this comp? It might. I don't know. I mean, the fact that it's adjusted for height and everything obviously does. Same, right? No one dropped? Yeah, okay. Is Kamu a decent TV character? I don't think I've been entertained by anything Kamu did outside Tea Party, and that was just, like, also kind of cringe. Like, he's playing. Like, at least there's that. But I've not been, like, entertained by Kamu. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing when they cut, but they do it all the time. But yeah, I don't know what they do when they're like cutting the pets, especially in a situation like this. Like maybe it's like production, like telling Haley to do something. I don't know. Kamu's made entertaining by entertaining players. He himself isn't entertaining. Yeah. I think I am gonna. Okay, I think I am gonna have Hatch, but I'm gonna have Hatch below Mike Holloway. Like I think he's a Heidick that can't win challenges, or like that isn't that good at challenges. So I think that drops him a little bit here. What happened there? Tilting them quite a bit at this point. Feels like they're probably trying to rush this at this point. Oh, Yash almost dropped? Okay. Yeah, it is looking pretty good for the more likable people. What is Lala gonna do? Probably target red corner, right? Hopefully. Obviously, that's the one good thing about Lyric going, is that I would have been very worried about Lyric winning and, like, making the dumbest nominations. Doubt anyone... Wait, can't believe anyone doubted Lala. I mean, again, Lala's still 58 years old. Like, obviously, she's in very good shape for being 58, but also she is 58. Where's Hatch on this one? Well, HOH will be identical to the Taylor one? Probably. I feel like Taylor would obviously be in her ear. Thing is, I don't even necessarily know what Taylor's going to do either. Again, probably red corner. Ooh. Whoa. That's big. I mean, yeah, big toe is gone, so it is big. Yeah, you would think that D would do better at this. She a new Morgod? So we're down to what? Melody, Mallory, Lala, Chuck, Yash, Drew, Kamu. I think Mallory can win this, genuinely. Like, the people that look the most steady are what? Like, Mallory, Drew, and maybe Lala? I don't know. Yash is moving around a lot, though. And, like, obviously, like, part of it's obviously to, like, not put too much strain on, like, one specific arm, but... if Bigfoot had a wife, D had sex... What? That's an insane comment. If Bigfoot had a wife, D had sex with him. Sure. Actually, that's not true. Actually, wait. Oh, Bigfoot had a wife. Okay, yeah. But still, either way, it's like, technically, she's looking for taken people that aren't married. Again, once they're married, that's a step too far. Yeah, Bigfoot's back, thank God. D's back. Or is it Joe? Do you imagine it's Joe Hunter? Imagine Joe Hunter's in the costume. Yeah, he's looking for D right now. Oh my God, he's feeling nauseous. He's gonna come again when he's nauseous. What color is his cum gonna be this time? Generally, this might be the weirdest stream I've ever done. What the fuck are we doing? With Eric Steins in the costume? Possibly. Dude. That's funny. Again, he's gonna blow. Dude. Again, thank God, Bigfoot blew. Yeah, that's my daddy. It'd be funny if it was Jason. He's technically done that in the past with, like, Jesse, right? He's actually blown. He did. He blew. That is true. How many people have I done this stream? Oh, I've actually done more than I thought. Okay, I did like 14. That's decent, right? Or is it 13? Either way. Like, that's a decent number, I guess. Even though it's 1:46 in the morning. Yeah, so I think I'm going hatch, and I think I might go this grouping. And then, well, okay, what am I doing with Ethan? Ethan might be dropping too low at this point. Like, what am I doing with Colby, Ethan, Ozzy? I'm not really sure. I do feel like Aris is definitely above them. But Bigfoot 2 orgasms in an hour. And good for Bigfoot. At least we know he has. At least we know when Bigfoot has endurance. That must be pretty fucked up though to have pink and green cum though. That kind of suck. I mean, you think that would? Okay, I'm actually. What the fuck am I talking about? Kamu definitely can win this. Yeah, Kamu hasn't really been moving around much recently, has he? I'm shocked Melody's still hanging in there. I really did not think Melody would last this long. I think the worst part about Kamu win means that Kamu's going to be on the TV show again. Actually, I guess either way he would be because he would be nominated otherwise, but still. Yeah, this is going to be the Bigfoot cum stream. Why are they just doing a close-up of Melody's ass? Okay, never mind. Now it's not. Okay, now they're back to Mallory's ass. So that's something. That's my pipe queen. How long does Devin's Diamond Power Vita last? Was it 4 more weeks? Right? Yeah, it was 6 weeks from when he got it. So yeah, 4 more weeks. Oh yeah, that's the case. Yeah, it's Bigfoot that's controlling the cameras right now. He's just waiting for his third blow. Ashley Bain, new host of BB Can, was at tonight's live eviction taping. Oh, that's interesting. Give you how much Pipe Queen stock. I mean, I think it helps by the fact that she herself is calling herself Pipe Queen. It's like she herself is like embracing the nickname. So, just imagine like you see her in real life, like see her in like the airport or something. That says, "Oh my God, Pipe Queen." That's 100% being her BB comic. What's Haley's gonna be? It's gonna be something Thog related, right? Yeah, what am I doing here? I think I am possibly going with these next. I'm just debating if Natalie White is that good. The Thog Frog. That would be very BB of them to do. Drew gonna win? I think that'd be fun. Imagine Drew imagine Drew gets the coin of destiny. And then he actually does the plan that we thought he was going to do last week. That'll be funny. Challenge is very mid. Oh. It just felt very rushed. I think the BB comics will be for the evicted players. What are we talking about? Chuck's doing a lot of hand movements. Ooh. Oh, Melody's about to drop. I think good on Melody lasting this long. I didn't think she would last this long. Yeah, she's about to drop. Oh my God, they said the thing. They said dig deep. Oh. That's a shame. I wonder if I wonder if Bigfoot digs deep. The fact that Melody lasted longer than D, I think, is pretty impressive. Dig deep through Bigfoot's cum. So who are we down to? Drew, Kamu, Mallory, Lala. Good for Lala. Chuck and Yash. Ooh, that's kind of rough, actually. Dude, literally the 3 people that were left out of the vote are all still there. Like, that's literally half of the people that are still up. Who would Yash even put up? I don't even know anymore, genuinely. Like, posts Blindside? I really don't know. Cedric was there. I don't think Cedric really did much of anything. I did feel bad for Cedric on his way out, though. Riley kind of sucked. I think Chuck's moving around a lot. You're a Yash fan? I think he can be funny. I wouldn't say I'm a fan, though. Feel like a reactivated sleep rage every time I hear dig deep, yeah. Yash is weirdly relatable. Sure. I guess you must like Chipotle then. Chipotle does sound good, actually. Yeah, I don't know who's... Like, I think Chuck's probably next to go. Has Kamu moved? I feel like Kamu hasn't moved in a very long time. And there's Mallory. What the fuck is this pose that Chuck's doing? Oh, thank God. We got fucking Chuck's feet on feeds. That's what I need. Too bad he has shoes on. I really want to know if he had big toes. When Lala wins and gags everyone, I would love to see it. Still wouldn't expect it, but would love to see it. Oh, thank God. Bigfoot's back. Is he going to come again? Is he going to come for a third time? Third time's the charm. That shot of, like, Yash just intensely looking at Bigfoot was very funny. How is this the show that I've dedicated my life to watching? Oh no, we're fucking getting DJ Khaled shoutouts again? What are we doing? Big Bro Repellent again, thank God. Is it come? I hope it's come. Where's the cum? Again, literally, like, this without the audio of the feeds is so funny. Like, this stream is so fucked. Like, They barely spread. Like, what the fuck was that? That was like a weird. Did Kamu even get hit? Dude, Kamu like didn't even really get hit. Bigfoot comes on the winner. I mean, maybe he doesn't come on the winner. Maybe that's what's happening here. That's why he didn't want to come on Kamu. I wouldn't want to come on Kamu. That'd be pretty bad. With the audio of the feeds, the stream is still fucked. I mean, yeah. But I think it's even more fucked. Like, literally just the PlayStation main menu. Music playing. And the fact that I've gotten, like... Yeah, still a total of, like, 13 people done in... over 2 hours? Yeah. Cool. Who would be the most hated winner? Probably Jackson would be more hated. I don't know. Over under saying come 230 times this stream. Probably under, but probably just barely. Is Devin's D'Angela not telling the red corner lyric is going home one of the most asinine moves this season? Yes. It's pretty bad. And too, for when Dick won, people were very happy Dick won. Can people just drop already? I need to get worked on the player ranking. I think with Jackson, like, obviously people were disappointed with Jackson, but there was at least, like, a begrudging respect, kind of, by the end, right? So, like, I think it depends on how Kamu plays. Why people love Dick back then? I think it's a lot of factors. Like, I think it's the fact that he is this insane character, but then mixing that with, yeah, the soft side of, like, he's there for his daughter and that sort of thing. Yeah, Lala's grunting. Oh no, Kamu still is a rock, in the words of D. Was Dr. Nicole one? It was pretty... I think there was a lot... I don't think it was as much like people being upset Nicole won, more so than people being upset Paul lost. Yeah, I think Law's about to drop, right? How'd you get gifted a Corey Wurtenberg sub on the stream? I have no clue. Were you in the stream earlier? I guess that could happen. I've had that happen before to me. I've gotten gifted subs from like a stream I wasn't even watching at the time. No! My pipe queen. Dude, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. Dude, we're so fucked. Yeah, Lala, last woman standing. Good for Lala. What is happening? Like, what is that audio? Oh, Chuck slipped. Oh, that's what I'm dumb. Okay, I'm dumb. That was not this. I heard like noises. I was like, what the like it sounded like some sort of video game or something. Turned out I had laser stream still open in the background. And it like played because I accidentally clicked on it for a second earlier. Okay, that's why. um. Okay. Drew, Kamu, Yash, Lala. Fuck, we're calling him Andrew now? Drew's moving around a lot. Oh, dude, Kamu's gonna win this, isn't he? Yeah, this is just depressing to watch at this point. Um, Clearly, Drew's gonna go all day. Oh! Damn. Yeah, Yasha's out. Looks like he slipped. Lala should have thrown this shit. Why? Do you have to have knots in the final three? Yeah. I definitely knew that. Kamu was a have not, right? Then what Lala was? I actually wonder, like, how many weeks in the last, like, 10 seasons can I even name who are, like, have nots during a specific week? I think literally only week 1 of BB27 is, like, probably the only week I can name, and that's because it played into the game. Dude, I can't wait for Drew to get the, like, win HOH and get the Coin of Destiny and then do his plan from last week. That'll be very funny. Devins wasn't lying. It was just D, wasn't it? And D and Angela. I believe Devins told them that he voted for Mallory. Or he voted for Lyric, I mean. I believe initially they were going to lie. Like, all of them were going to lie. But then they kind of can't. Fuck with the tree stew. Probably nominate Red Corner. Good for Lala. Like, generally, like, Lala seems to be the person that's, like, moving the least right now. Yeah, I think they're trying to end the comp now, aren't they? How far are we in this? Over an hour, right? Or like what, like an hour 20 or so? How long did last year's last? I remember it was longer than a lot of the ones, like obviously 26 was like super short, 25 was super short. Laws readjusting. Ooh, Drew almost fell. Dude, Kamu's winning this. Kamu's moving around a lot right now, though. Yeah, 26 was like 30 minutes or something. Who in endurance comp between Lala and Lillian Morris? Yeah, she just squats. She's done aerobics. She doesn't make deals. Yeah. Yeah, I just want Kamu to drop. Not even because it's good TV, but more so just because fuck Kamu. Yeah, Drew's probably out pretty soon. 26, it was Tucker, yeah. Yeah, what, 27 was Vince, 26 was Tucker, 25 was Jared, 24 was Taylor, 23 was DX, 22 was Danny, 21 was Jackson. Okay, cool. 20 was Sam. That was kind of random. 19 was Alex. 18 was Nicole, right? Yeah, I think it was Nicole in 18. It was kind of 2 wall comp. The other one's not really a wall comp, but I think the wiki considers it a wall comp. Like, it was the hot dog. It was the one that were staying in, like, the hot dog, right? Or are they making a deal? Alright, yeah, Drew's about to drop. Yeah, James in 17. 16 was Cody in the finale, right? They didn't have 116 until the final. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, that was... This is such a Drew thing to do. Would that be historic? Dude, this is the most Drew thing ever to ham this up. Oh. There we go. Yeah, Lala Kamu Final 2 is insane here. Like being genuine, Kamu winning HOH here is probably the most interesting, like, gameplay result. But I just don't want Kamu, another HOH of Kamu. Do the oldest house guess? Yeah, I guess. And he's not like Kamu's that old, but yeah. Both are older than me. Dude, is this gonna be the new Jessica Milagros HOH if Lala wins? That she's gonna like put up red corn and people are gonna pretend like she's the greatest player ever now. Who's the oldest wall comp winner? Like, I feel like no one's won the wall comp that's like over their like mid 30s, right? Like Vince was 34. Is he the oldest? Danny. Even Danny, I don't think it was that old. She's maybe like 31, 32 or something in BB22, right? Yeah, I guess Bowie almost won. But then again, Bowie's... How old did she say she was? I don't even remember. Thank God this stream is really... I really made a lot of progress on the player ranking this stream. She's 45 in real life, right? Yeah, she said she was 35. Is that what it was? Are you going to strike a deal? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to remember. Kamu put up Lala, right? Yeah, Kamu put up Lala. So, I don't know. Haley's 65? Yeah, but she's not competing in the comp. Matt Hoffman, I would say like 30. Like maybe at most like 33 or something. He was not that old. Who's Kamu putting up? Probably the vets. Yeah, I doubt he'll fall through with Chuck, especially once it becomes clear that like Chuck voted with him. But yeah. Haley does need a break. That is true. Haley's had a rough time. It'd be very funny if the comp's done by now. They did that during 26, right? That they like didn't show the very end, and then we just cut back to the house and saw like Quinn being fucking depressed, taking a shower or whatever. Haley would have lost the gang spray by Bigfoot's cum. Probably. You would think she's not. Yeah, you would think Haley would not like Bigfoot cum. That is true. Would they backdoor Kamu? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if they need to, but maybe. I think they would just probably go red corner, and then like if they need a replacement, they put up Yash, and then like probably Haley goes if Kamu gets safety. Yeah, Drew dropped a while ago, but yeah. He would put someone up for laughing at her being dressed in Bigfoot's cum. True. Should be upset at anyone even claiming this was Bigfoot's cum, even though it's obviously Bigfoot cum. Like everyone knows that's what Bigfoot cums looks like. Yeah, I can't believe Angela dropped. That's crazy. Yeah, I did see the vote order today was supposedly like all lyric votes at the beginning. Which, yeah, don't know why they did that. The comp's so over now, isn't it? Like, are they really still all up there? Oh, guess we'll see. Dude, this is gonna be so depressing. Get a fucking, or get a Kamu HOH. I forgot Trader's Island even existed, to be honest. Would it make it who obvious who voted for who? Yeah, but I feel like you still don't need to stack them all at the beginning, though. And they've done it in the past. Yeah, Devin still has the Diamond Power veto. Actually, generally, let Kamu win. Let Kamu win, and then Haley goes out in his HOH. I think that'll be the funniest outcome. I'm trying to remember who else. Yeah, it's like Devin's. Like, who would he use the power? Yeah, it probably would be on, like, putting up Haley. Or Chuck, I guess. Where's Chuck and Devin's at this point? I have no clue. Like, how their relationship is. Um, I still don't know what I want to do with this. Let's go back to the bottom. See if I can chip away at stuff there. What the fuck? How the fuck did I zoom? Or zoom, like, scroll that far down? When do I go with the unknowns? I think Lala won HOH. I would love to see it. Chance of Michael Rapport and Traders All Stars? Probably not a lot, but not impossible. Where's Darnell in this? Okay, he's like way up there. Actually, are these players too high at this point? Should they be next? Because I can see an argument that they're next. Or maybe this tier even. It's not like this tier's that great either. Actually, no, wait. This tier should be first before them. Okay, wait. Let me see. I kind of forgot this tier even existed. Maybe this tier should actually be below Natalie and Nina. The Jolanda, Jed, Marisa tier. Yeah, it's like I feel like the comp's gotta be over, right? Haley surely won't have a rough week this week. I don't think Lyric would have won this, but she would have done very well, though. I think she would have done around the same as Mallory. Can't believe our Pipe Queen didn't win. That's disappointing. For some reason, Lala won. I'm trying to think, like, what would Lala actually do? Would she just do Red Corn and Yash as a replacement? I do feel like Lala is kind of a wild card in this, though. Is there a world where I go Jackson and Charity here? I mean, they are fairly low in this version of it. I don't know if they're actively bad enough, though, is kind of the thing. Like, they were never in a good position, but they're not really actively bad enough. Where I think, at this point, I think I am kind of going through with the intended beginning of the list that I wanted it to be at the beginning of, like, okay, all the, like, really actively bad players are at the bottom, and then we have the, like, Courtney Moon tier, like, right above that. 50 chance of a good outcome. Likely someone made a deal. Yeah, probably. I think Kamu's just, like, all over the place, can tell you. Like, he did mention that he wanted to go after D'Angela and Chuck, would be his noms earlier. I don't think he's going to stick to that. Like, I think if Kamu wins HOH, I'm assuming he'll do one-on-ones with, like, every single person, like, try to get, like, their side of the story, and then, again, well, like, where is that going to land? Yeah, I generally don't know. who he would actually go after. I don't even know if he'll go after Drew. Generally, he might go after like a Mallory, right? Like if he doesn't decide to go after the vets, it's like I think he probably goes after like Mallory. I think like Mallory or actually probably not Taylor. They at least have like a level of a connection. I mean, like him and Melody were like fine, but I guess like he felt good enough about Melody to not nominate her in week 3, but maybe now. Oh, Barrett actually. Barrett's an option. Yeah, I think Barrett could go up. Yeah, he's nominating Chuck, Angela, and Dee, but again, I don't think that's gonna stick. Like I think that's purely like a reactionary like instinct of like that's who he thinks like turned on him. Yeah, but he voted out Melody over Lyric though, who he was even closer to. Like I could see Camus, especially like in a world where he just got flipped on and everything, like him trying to rebuild with Drew and through that Melody. Wow. Lugging second place in the wall comp's actually terrible for a game. It's not ideal, probably. But again, it plays into what I was talking about like yesterday. YouTube live feeds ended. Yeah. Again, I feel like the comp has to be done by now. There's no way the comp's still going like at the final 2 at this point, unless like I would assume like they must have made like some level of a deal and one of them dropped. Let me see something on this. So pretty much in almost every iteration of the list I've made so far, Simone is at the bottom. And then Ashley, Mazzaro, and Jillian. Then it's Charity and Jackson. Yeah, I heard that about Andrea, whatever. Yeah, I'm assuming it'll come back to the players like taking a shower and that sort of thing. Yeah, Jackson's just weird because like it seems like he would have been a first boot, but like we ultimately don't fully know. Like I think these players and these players need to be probably lower. I mean, but like, yeah, him being pulled from the game, is that even like, what is that though? Is that a positive or a negative? Yeah, what was this? Yeah, I literally said that like 10 minutes ago, but yeah. I think that's probably what will happen. Lala have her BB21 Jessica moment. Yeah. Generally, I feel like Kamu won. Like this definitely feels like it was poised for a Kamu win, but we'll see. Should Devin use his Diamond Power Veto? I think he should only use it if he's in danger. Will he? It depends on who exactly is on the block. Like, if D's on the block, I think he'll use it. Hopefully, icons will be fine. I do too. One way or another. Laws rounding up all the votes. The vote out all the red corner. Sure. Yeah. Thank God they soaked in all of Bigfoot's cum. thank God that's the thing they did. He's on chucking backdoors thog. That'll be fun. Can they just like give us the result already? Would a punishment help Mallory's game tomorrow? Probably not. I don't know. Like, I mean, like, there would obviously to some degree in the fact that everyone knows that she doesn't have a power. But also, I feel like the fact that she has a power, like the people being scared that she has a power is actually one of the things that could help her, like, stay off the block. Do I just settle on Simone? Do I just go? Well, Banu is still there. I don't know, I just have a tough time deciding, like, when should I be dropping Courtney Moon and Jonathan? Because, like, they're just kind of nobodies. I think the flip was fun. Yeah, I mean, it was fun. Again, if it just landed on melody, it wouldn't have been, but the fact that it landed on lyric, though, made it fun. Jonathan being significantly higher than Wanda because he's a man is crazy. I mean, it's not. It's the fact that he's young. And he wasn't, like... It's the fact that, like, Wanda would have gone home no matter what in that spot. Jonathan, like, technically gets unlucky in the fact that it was Karen that made the final decision. But also, I do think Jonathan should be... I think Jonathan being here is fine, genuinely. Maybe I do just go with Courtney Moon and Jonathan Libby here. It's like, yeah, there's more actively bad players that go, but, like, at least with those, there's, like, more good to call out. Like, where, like, at least with Bono, like, he survived 2 tribals. Like, all of these people had an ally in the game. I guess these people, there's not as much, like, good to call out, but... How's Kamu compared to Cameron? Genuinely, Cameron's probably... Or Kamu's probably a worse person than Cameron. Like, they both suck, obviously, but, like, at least Cameron's not, like... Oh! We're back. Who won? Who won? I think Lala won. Yeah, Lala won. Yeah, Lala won. Yeah, Lala won. There we go. That's insane. That's an insane result here. That's very fun. What is she gonna do, actually? This is gonna be interesting. Because again, she is just kind of a wild card here. Imagine she targets Angela. Like she was going to week 1. That'll be very funny. Yeah, it's like Camu Haley. Does Chuck go up? Maybe Camu Haley. What's her relation with Yash? Yeah, she still thinks the D and Angela alliance is real. Oh my god, Lala's actually gonna be on the show now. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know who the third. Like, does she just go for Chuck just because she's with he's with Camu and Haley, or because I know she has like a relationship with Chuck. Devins, she could. Yeah, she was gonna nominate Devins back in like week 2, right? I feel like Lala's gonna fuck up for HOH. I mean, could. But yeah, it's interesting. I think again, like it's gonna be fun to see Camu squirm and like likely go, but like also it might be a boring week because of that though. Chuck and Lala literally just talked now. Like we literally came back to the feeds to Chuck and Lala talking. Again, I don't think they have a game relationship, but I think they have a personal relationship. Dude, okay, yeah, we're just cutting a lot at this point. Yeah, Haley on the block, Camu on the block, and it's just a matter who the third. Imagine Devins is on the block and doesn't use his Diamond Power veto. Actually, could Drew go up again? Like, is that an option? He's gonna have a 5th bad week? Yeah, no, that's horrible. Thoughts on the eviction was very good. Oh my god, Mallory's eating Cheez-Its. It's almost as if she knows that Haley likes Cheez-Its. So yeah. Yeah, Mallory's always smacking. That's what pipe queens do. I mean, Latrice HOH, especially on a wall comp, is insane. Yeah, so it seems like Yasha's happy. Can Lala win now? Is Lala like actually a winner contender now? I think Lyric has more potential if she survived over Drew and Barrett. Maybe.
I've been wanting to beat off.
Thank you for a resub. What should be like Felicia HOH? Like so bad? Like what? So like she nominates Taylor? I mean, she could not like she could target Drew. Like that's definitely not out of the realm possibility. That like Takamu wins veto, Haley wins blockbuster, and like Drew ends up going out. As long as Melody doesn't block. I mean, it's not impossible. About 11 different people win a comp. Is it that high? Definitely isn't that high, right? Yeah, I wonder if Kamo made a deal. Yeah, okay. I probably should actually stop watching the feed. This is like I think I got what I'm gonna get out of this, right? I mean, if I was Kamo, I'd be fucking pissed. Yeah, I don't get the sense that Kamo made a deal, but never know. Oh no, Kamu's gonna be upset that he lost to a 58-year-old woman. That's good, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I would assume Kamu probably slipped. I think Lala is straight up gonna do Red Corners noms. I think she's gonna do Kamu Haley. I'm not sure if she's gonna do Chuck, but it wouldn't make it wouldn't be that shocking. Yeah, like I think the icons will push for Chuck. It is funny that we're back in the world where the crossovers is like kind of real. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, what am I doing here? I already forgot. Yeah, was I just... I think I might just go Jonathan and Courtney now. And, like, a lot of that's just based on the fact that we have, like, very little information from them. Yeah, like, the vibe... Like, you can tell, like, just from, like, the vibe of the house, like, that Kamu did not win HOH. Like, generally, just right away from looking at the feeds, like, you could just tell, like, Kamu didn't win just based on how happy most people were. Do I think the vets made the right move? No, I don't. But also, I don't know how much it really matters because they're like playing from like such a lead to begin with. I mean, I feel like Lala would be, yeah, I mean, Lala would be crying either way. I think getting rid of Lyric is not the issue. Is not letting Red Corner know. Like, that's the issue. Like, it really, I don't think it matters that much between who goes, between Lyric and Melody. But the fact that they blindsided Red Corner is just idiotic. Like, they really did not need to do that. I don't know what Haley thinks at this point. I think she's just throwing out possibilities. Where's Jonathan? Courtney? There. And I'll move him down. I mean, like, Courtney really... Like, Courtney's actually more of an unknown than Jonathan Libby. Maybe, actually, yeah, maybe I do just Jonathan. Like, Jonathan I feel fully content putting here. Courtney I can do with or without. Devin said Kamu slipped, yeah. I feel like the season will come down to D and Devins versus Angela. Probably. Yeah. Paw Patrol saved the season, seemingly. Yeah, I'm surprised D did so bad too. Like yeah, it's like I thought Kamu would have been a front runner over D, but like I definitely didn't think D would be like the third or fourth out or whatever she was. Fifth. Anyway. Yeah, Kamu just took in too much Bigfoot cum. That is what happened. Was she sixth? Who was fifth? Oh, Barrett, right? I missed Barrett when I was counting them up. Wait, did I? Wait, no. Wait, you got Angela, Taylor, Barrett, Devins. Who am I missing? Can you have context of Bigfoot come? I think it's funnier that you don't. Did you not watch the HOH comp? You didn't see the Bigfoot come all over the place? That entire comp was filled with Bigfoot's cum. This is a generational day because we did get to see Bigfoot's cum. That's the iconic moment of the day. Clearly. Yeah, Kama looks so annoyed. Actually, I do want to listen to feeds right now. I want to hear what Kama is doing right now. What are Angela and Haley talking about? It feels like Kamu's just sulking. Yeah, was she fifth? Yeah. This is why the show is amazing. Generally, again, this is outside the Bigfoot come of it all. This is kind of why Big Brother can be so good at points. Was this? Yeah, so D was fifth. Yeah. Melody, Mallory, Chuck, Yosh. Yeah. And the fact that the fact that Latrice won this is pretty insane. Why the fuck is that the still image that's still there? But whatever. It's always a good day when Kamu is sad. That is true. That's how you know it's been a good day, is when Kamu is not happy. Lyric would have won if she wasn't evicted. I don't know. Would Lyric win this? I don't feel like Lyric would win. Like, yeah, I don't feel like Lyric would do much better than Mallory. Like, I think they're probably on a similar, like, playing field. They're very small. Yeah. They brought up Paw Patrol. She would jump off the wall, clearly. Yeah, I think it's like the live feeds are like part of the show. Like it's like I think it's like part of the overall like experience of the show. Lyric, I think, is honestly a better player than Drew. Probably. At least at this point in the season. Oh, so I see Angela told Haley that Lala won't put her up. So we'll see if that happens. Hopefully it doesn't. So the Drew didn't go because I was rooting for good girls. Yeah, I would have been fine with Drew going too. Yeah, I think the flip was bad. I think it was like generally it's like for the icons, it's like they're from such a lead that doesn't really matter that much. But I don't think the way they handled it was good. Obviously for red corner, it's devastating. Like this is probably like one of them's probably going home this week. I'm out turn B if Lala made a deal with Kamu and Haley, and doesn't go up because of Angela. I think very upset. It's so symbolic that Lyric goes home with the votes to keep or the men. She was yeah, kinda, yeah. Hate Melodrew? I think Melodrew are fine. I like Melody as an individual. Drew's whatever. I was over Lyric though, genuinely. Like Lyric, I could just already see a trajectory for Lyric, and it was not one I was gonna like. Where like I could already envision Lyric winning HOH and then like targeting like I don't know, being convinced to put up Mallory by the end of the week. Like I feel like Lyric staying like it was just like and kind of like a rat staying in the game. That's like I'm kind of just better without it. Like I would just like to take that option off the table. Devin goes up. Do I think he has the use of powers to leverage the Temple Lala? He might. I don't know if he should though. I don't know. Like obviously it would be more so like leverage to use like before you go up. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what Lala ends up doing here. There's the closest player to Allison or whenever. Kinda, yeah. I think she's like a mix of like Allison and like Nicole Franzel. Where there is that like self-preservation, like rat sort of player in there of like Nicole mixed in with the like the flirty sort of thing of Allison. But like who's Angela gonna want up? Actually, Angela might want Yash up. What lyric we're talking about? We ranked her earlier. She is here. I would say she's like in a tier of like Dominic. Like I would put her higher if she had like any semblance of control across the season, but I think she's like the best she can be, considering she never did have control and she's still like the fourth boo of the season. What am I listening to right now? This conversation between Devins and Mallory. Talking about poop in the dishwasher. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Are they talking about Bigfoot's cum? Is that what they're talking about? Maybe that is what they're talking about. Dog is stress eating? Yeah. Okay, what am I doing here? It's fucking 3 a.m. already. Yeah, I wonder who the 721st best player in Survivor history is. Do I just go with Courtney here? I just don't know what to do with Courtney is kind of the issue. Just because there's not much to really say. Like, there are technically more, like, bad players. Because in terms of, like, actively bad players, you still have Banu here, right? Like, you have Banu. You do have, like, Marisa, Jed, Jolanda there. You have Gio, Joanna, Stacy, Betsy, Brad. You have Nicole, Delma, like, Tina, Zane, Lindsay. I think, like, these players are kind of on the edge, and probably these players, too. How much did I get on the top? Literally, I think I only added Richard Hatch. That's literally the only thing I've done. I've done more in the bottom than the top. I've only done like 13 people this entire, or 14 people this entire stream. Could D be nommed? Like, could, but probably not. I mean, like, they at least have a deal. So, like, they had an alliance from, like, week 3 or whatever. Like, Taylor and Lala threat level is increased now that Lala's HOH. I mean, yeah. 14 people in 3 hours. Yeah, I know. But to be fair, like, what, 2.5 hours of that was the fucking, what do you call it? Was the wall comp. Like, I have an idea of what I'm doing here. I just don't know if Nally White should be included in it. So, like, I'm thinking Aris and Tina next. Like, our next grouping. It's just, again, it's a matter of, like, is Natalie White also there? And is Amber also there? I think a problem I have with that is the notion that, like, Colby, Ethan are here. And I don't know if Ethan is worse than, like, Amber, Natalie White. I'm not sure if I feel that. Though I do feel like Aristina does feel okay. Actually, I remember what this... Actually, I remember this tier now. This was, like, people that, like, were, like, very... Like, were ultimately loyal to their ally that they got to the end with. And then it's, like... And beat them. But, like, they're in the order of, like, how likely they were to beat them. Where, like, Natalie just demolishes Russell. Aris likely beats Suri. Tina kind of stumbles her way into winning against Colby. And then, like, Amber, I guess, is actually more more solid in beating Boston Rob, but, like, it just has lesser win equity as a whole. Anna should be number 1 in the power ranking. I think this was a bad move for Angela, even though it might work out for her. Like, generally, I think this was a worse move for Angela than it was for Devins, at least. And probably D. Mallory said, I'll do anything to win the HOH. I'll get pregnant. I don't care. That sounds like a very Mallory thing to say. I haven't done the power ranking after the episode yet because I haven't watched the episode yet. I don't know how much influence Angela's going to have. It'll be interesting to see how much influence Angela has. Because if Angela has a lot of influence here, it's like she's probably putting up, like, what? Like, Kamu, Yash, and maybe Chuck as the third? I don't know. Maybe those 3. Mallory could get pregnant from Bigfoot's cum. That is true. Anyone could, though. Yeah, I've literally been talking about who's Lala going to put up for the last like 30 minutes at this point. Chuck and Yash said that Dia or Angela voted with them. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? Was there the most different amount of people win HOH? B25? B25 had a lot at the beginning, but then the end is just Jag. So I don't know. I think Common goes home no matter what if he's on the block by the end. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of fucked, straight up. I'm really fucking tired at this point, and I've gotten almost nothing done tonight, so that's fantastic. Do I just go through with it? I kind of just want to go through with it. Because, like, with Natalie White, it's a spot where, like, there's almost nothing to really criticize from Natalie White. It's like, it's a spot where, like, I don't think there's that much negative to say about Natalie White. It's just that there's, like, more, like, there's probably, like, less positive to also say in comparison to other people. But again, she did have she was playing optimally, going for optimal final 3. She does have a lot of win equity. Russell wanted to go to Denver no matter what. Like, she was a player that, like, actively played from, like, behind, and I don't know. Like, maybe it does feel fine for her to be, like, in this range. I want to see, okay, if I take this tier, like, where are they on this list? Like, Tina is the highest, right? Tina's the highest, and then I think it's Aris, and then it's Natalie, and then Amber. Ideally, I want Haley to go. Probably after Kamu. The fact that she works with Russell means she can work with anyone. That's facts. Yeah, I maybe I just go through with it. Maybe I do switch up the order, but I think Natalie White being here does feel okay. I'm debating between okay, what am I doing with like Danny? Like Danny, there's at least like negative things to say about Winners at War, even though it's not even that bad. But I think what am I doing with Ethan is also kind of an issue. Okay, wait. Let's do this. I kind of want to go like this, then Colby, Ethan, then Amber, Danny. Like something to that nature. Is this season good again? Kind of. Let me see how it works out on this list. So if we do like the same players, but keep the order of this list, like what is it? It's like that. Lyrics better put in Jimmy. Season saved, like Devin's getting bored again, essentially. We're up to 70, right? 71. Okay. I want to try to get to 100 if I can somehow by the end of today. We'll see. Is this the order I want to go with? Oh, wait, no, I forgot about Natalie White. Where's Natalie White? Oh, no, I didn't forget about her. She's there. Maybe I do go Tina, Aris. Then Natalie. Then Colby, Ethan. Then Danny, Amber. Vesepia. I mean, obviously, I had her in that tier here. I don't particularly feel that good about Vesepia in the grand scheme of things. Like, she's lower on this list. Where is she on this list? She's also lower on that list. I think putting Vesepia with, like, a Kenzie kind of makes more sense to me. Like, Vesepia, like, is kind of good from playing on the bottom, but she's never, like, good from playing with the top. I think is my issue with Vesepia. And, like, even good from playing the bottom, it still leads to a spot where, like, she needed to win Final Four immunity. And even then, barely wins against Nalia. She had to, like, really luck out the fact that Nalia just sucked at Final Tribal. So yeah, I just don't think Vesepia is that good. Like their proposal finale, not impossible, I guess. But still, luck that was the immunity challenge that was there. Like either way, it's still not good that she put herself in a life or death situation to win final immunity or win immunity at 4. Yeah, but on Australian Outback, it was the final 3 immunity challenge. So if it was the final 3 immunity challenge in season 4, then she's gone at 4. Like, it's still luck. I think Dee saying her power to jury, or to her power to show at the jury question is really dumb. Yeah, if that's actually what she's gonna do. I would hope that she has, like, a better idea for it by the end, but... yeah. Let's see. Where does Aussie land also is kind of an issue. I think I want to go through with this. Like, I generally don't feel that bad about that. About Natalie White being there. I mean, yeah, I assume, like, yeah, that's probably what she's planning on doing, but, like, that's bad for Big Brother. Like, I don't think that'll work for Big Brother. I don't think they care if she does do something like that. Only bad thing she does is voting the Leah Final Four, but that was a tie anyway. Like, I think there's a lot bad with Vesepia. I don't know. I think Vesepia, like, one, yeah, she's trying to vote out the only person that she can beat at the end. Also, she barely, like, even against Nalia, she was going to lose coming in the final tribal. It wasn't even because Vesepia did well. It was more so that Nalia did poorly that caused her to win. Like, supposedly the jury was, like, so, like, yeah, like, supposedly they had to retape final tribal because of how bad both of them performed. It's like she's, like, never really in a power position. We never see her do the work that actually gets, like, the flip to happen. It's like, I just don't think Vesepia is that good. I think her pitch would be the game's so good that she didn't use it. Yeah, but I don't think it matters. Like, this doesn't matter. Like, you revealing your power at final, like, in the final speeches on Big Brother just doesn't matter. Like, they already decided by that point. Like, you're not going to be able to swing an entire jury with that reveal at final tribe, or, like, not final, what do you call it? Jury questioning on Big Brother. Yeah, it is a very Survivor thing to do. I think I might work on this off stream. Like, I won't finalize things off stream, but I think I might, like, try to piece something together off stream, and then, like, we'll talk it through on stream tomorrow. Just have a better idea of what I'm trying to do here. Because I feel like at this point, I'm kind of just, like, circling around, like, a lot of scenarios that I'm not really sure what I want to do with. Like, it is interesting. Like, Tina is, like, far and away the highest average right now. Yeah, but also the Ashley lawyer reveal didn't really matter, though. It was, like, good, but, like, Ashley was winning anyway. I mean, I think Devins is voting. Well, are we talking about, like, so Devins can tell the jury? Like, maybe. But, like, I think Devins would campaign for her either way. Like, I think again, this is a spot where, like, she needs to be able to beat Devins. It's like, I think either way, like, I think if she's at the end without Devins, I think she's likely to win anyway. Like, obviously there might be, like, an anti, like, returnee sentiment, but, like, I don't think she'll struggle with winning a jury vote, if she gets to the end, without Devins. I think Dean and Devins will be final two. I think they're fully intending on taking each other to final two. And will they be able to actually do it? That's another question. But, like, I think they want to be final two. And I do think they're likely to stick with that unless, like, something weird happens. But again, both of them are just genuinely loyal players. Like, they do just stick with their people and ride it until the end. I'll be honest, part of me actually kind of wants to start over on this tier. Or on this, like, version of the list. I'm not fucking doing another list after this one. But I do generally feel like I think I should have just done what I think at this point, I'm trying too much to reanalyze things. I think I should have just done what I was going to do at the beginning. Again, this is the problem with me, is that, like, I fucking end up, like, talking through, like, all these different scenarios when it's like I already had my mind made up to begin with, and now I'm just, like, going away from that. I think I should have just started where I was to begin with. To where, like, in a way, I do generally feel like maybe I should just restart this phase. Like, maybe that would go quicker. To just, like, restart and just stick with it. Stopping down and being like, okay, what if this or this or this? Like, just actually just fucking do it. Scrap the player ranking entirely. Clearly. Flip wasn't fun for you as part of the Giggle Gang. I mean, but, like, it was gonna happen. Like, it's like, either way, lyric or melody were going by the end. I mean, like, which one would you rather had of lyric or a melody go home? Beast of Reincarnations mid, yeah, I saw that, which that's not too shocking to me. I didn't think it looked that good to begin with. Yeah. Yeah, Lala doesn't suck at challenges anymore. I can't believe it. Yeah, I do think I think I'm gonna restart. I think I'm gonna restart, and I'm not going to change tiers anymore. I think is what I should do. I already made these tiers, like, for a reason. I think, like, me just, like, now constantly shifting things left and right, it's just convoluting the list. Because, like, again, generally that is a major reason why I'm so hesitant to do things now, is because I'm like, well, am I thinking all this through? Like, again, like, this tier, like, how's that conflict with this tier? It's like, I think if I just stick with the tiers I already made, then that should be good. Like, I made these tiers for a reason beforehand. So yeah, I think I'm debating if I even want to do this tonight. Oh, we finished the clip? What the... Like, is it the same clip that was posted before, or is it new now? Like, I've seen the old one.
Round. Huh, not me. Oh, God. Fuck. Like, who wants to lose in the first round? Huh, not me. Oh, God. Fuck.
It is funny. The Morgan of it all. Looks like we at the end there today, yeah. Yeah, how should I do this? I think at this point, I'm kind of willing to just, like, call it a night. And kind of just have things better set up for tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do, though. I think I just need to literally stop moving people. like moving tiers. I think again, like I think what I should do again for tomorrow, I think what I'm gonna try to do, start stream with the like, so I'll keep these lists, but I'll have all the tiers, like I'll have all the, like these 3 lists already split up into their tiers that they were on the original list. And then I think we just move from, like, we just go from there. Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I just need to stop doing that. I just need to not move tiers. I'll move tier, not move individual people. Like, moving them to different tiers is what I mean. This would go down as the greatest day in Team Art history. The lyric Blindside, Red Corner, Paw Patrol, Bigfoot, Come Stream. Yeah. To be honest, I'm thinking it through right now, and I think there is an issue with that, though. Because I think there are just some people that my opinion has changed on them. Like someone like a Cochrane, who I think is just higher than what he would have been on, like, these versions. Where was Cochrane on this version of the tier list, though? Cochrane is here. Yeah, he's like with Carson. See, that's kind of an issue. You know what? I think we'll start. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna name this final. Because this will surely be the final time I ever do this. Make sure I did copy, right? Yeah, okay. Oh wait, fuck, I fucked that up. I probably should have had something like this to begin with. Like in the case I wanted to start over. Fuck. Wait, let's see. Let's go here. Need to copy these tiers. Do that. Make this. Go here. Yeah, fuck that up. What time am I streaming tomorrow? Probably not like until fairly late, to be honest. Like probably like 1 or so. It's also kind of crazy how like I still haven't worked almost anything on my year in gaming video. Wait, how did I fit it out into one screen before? Oh, how small are these? Oh, they're only like 50. Okay, yeah, I guess that did fit. Random ass reaction. What is this? From Morgan? What did I open on here? Whatever. I feel like Ariana would only date Kamu if he was already married. That might be true, maybe. What is this? Yeah. Thank God. That's definitely that is a reaction. That is a reaction. Yeah, what's this one? Crossers reuniting, going after red corner. Sure. Thank God this is a thing that exists. Oh, I missed that. I don't know if I'm gonna put that reaction. I might put the melody thing. Like that could be in the video. Yeah, what do I want to do? Am I just gonna end? I think I might just end. Yeah, I just don't even feel like it's really worth starting this at this point. I might not even like I might not even like add this to the progress video or the VOD thing. Just because like I got like nothing actually done today. Like I do generally just feel like I'm gonna restart. I don't know, maybe I do add it just for the sake of completion, but like I don't know, it's like I got nothing done, and like most of it is me like reacting to the HOH comp. So yeah, it's a bit weird. Oh, actually, Cochrane is pretty high on this to begin with. Never mind. So maybe it is fine. I think I'm gonna try to do that though. Generally, I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. Again, between now and tomorrow, I will separate the tiers based on what they were on each of their respective lists. And then I'm going to try to make the list without moving people within their tiers. Like, all I will be doing is like, okay, this tier, like, I'll be comparing tiers within the list, but I won't be moving people within those tiers. And we'll see how that goes. Is Bigfoot's cum gonna be in the BB20 review? To some degree, probably. I don't know if I can say cum in a monetized video. I'm not sure. I know you can't say the other C word, as in like it's even the same thing. But the word that starts with C and ends with T, that word I know you can't say and get your video monetized. I'm not sure about cum though. Cum might be allowed. I don't know. I don't know if YouTube likes cum or not. But I'll try. I'll try to add cum to the video. Yeah, I'll use for the squeezing comments. Yeah. Outgoing, bubbly, fun. Make the video, make the review, probably. Yeah, I kind of just wasted the entire night, didn't I? That's very funny. Slash sad. But yeah, I think I'll just end here. I think I might as well call my losses. I'm also tired, and I do actually have a lot. Like, I'm actually gonna be busy for most of the day tomorrow. So not expecting to get too much done off stream. I probably will literally just do this, and then I have to watch Big Brother also. I have to watch the episode from today, and I have to watch Unlock tomorrow. So, yep, that's probably all that's gonna happen between now and tomorrow. Anyway, do I even care enough to raid? I don't even fucking know. Is Taryn still live though? Let me see. I don't even know if I care enough to raid Taryn though. No, he's not even live anymore. Cool. Alright, well, fuck me. Gonna wake in this entire day is gonna be a dream and Melody's gonna be evicted. That's gonna be so depressing. You're gonna say that Bigfoot's cum isn't real? It was fake all along. That's a travesty. But yeah. The cum is a lie. That yeah. Yeah, whatever. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Again, generally might be a late start. Where yeah, I probably won't start until like somewhere around 1 or so. But hopefully I'm able to just focus and finish the ranking all in one day. That's clearly what's gonna happen. We'll see. Yeah, Bigfoot's cum doesn't exist anymore. That's a tragedy. Dude, I love how like dude, I'm extending the stream again. But like I love how, like my instinct is is where is it? Where is it? Here. Is Strangers of Paradise. When where is it?
I'm Jack. My mission is to kill chaos. That's all I know. When are we gonna fight chaos?
Where is it?
All I care about is.
It says chaos doesn't
We're
exist.
here to kill chaos. What about chaos? One is it exists. I knew it. I told you. Chaos exists.
Dude, imagine I have like Bigfoot's cum exists. I told you, I knew it.
I knew it. I told you. And where there's a crystal, are you chaos? You told us he made a deal with chaos. And where did chaos come from? Chaos takes hold.
Dude, what's the video? Okay. Where's the exist thing?
You're here
Was it
to
earlier?
kill chaos. What about chaos? That chaos doesn't exist.
Oh, there.
Chaos. That chaos
Like-
doesn't exist.
Bigfoot's cum doesn't exist. Yeah, I might do it. It's gonna be so stupid. I might do it though. Like, again, I find that funny. I'm the most mature 31-year-old you're ever gonna find. Yeah. I'm clearly a very developed human being. Anyway, again, I'll be back tomorrow. Well, I made a deal with Bigfoot's cum. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk more about Bigfoot's cum. So, yep. See you tomorrow.